Good morning, children. Today we are going to continue with exercise 4D of factorization, and we are starting with question number 1. Now, in this particular exercise, we are going to deal with trinomials. Trinomials is an algebraic expression which has three terms in it. So, let us start with the fourth part of the given question. There are four parts in total. We are going to do the last part of it. The expression given to us is a square plus 13a plus 40. Now, in this exercise, whenever we are factorizing a trinomial, that means an expression having three terms, we are going to follow the same set of steps. Now, what are these steps? Step number 1 says that whatever is the numeric coefficient of the first term will be multiplied to the last term. So what is the numeric coefficient here? Nothing is written. So it is 1. So 1 will be multiplied to 40. So what is the result? The result is 40. This is the product of the first and the last term. And when we are talking about the product, we are going to talk about the sign also. This was a positive term. This is also a positive term. Plus into plus is going to give you plus. So the sign of the product is positive. Now the sign also matters. Step number 2 says that we are going to find the prime factors of 40. Not only the prime factors, we are going to find all the factors of 40. So let us factorize 40. So let's start with 2. 2 into 2 is 4, 0. 2 into 10 is 20. 2 into 5 is 10. And finally, 5 into 1 is 5. Now, among these factors, what all factors did we get? The factors of 40 are 1, 2, 5, 4, 8, 10, 20 and 40. Out of these factors, we are going to pick two factors which on multiplication will give us 40, but because the sign is plus, their sum should be equal to the middle term of the expression. I am going to repeat this step, whatever I have said. The factors of the product first. The factors of product we are going to see. In this case, the factors of 40 are 1, 2, 2 into 2 is 4. So I am going to consider 4 also as the factor of 40. Then 4 into 2 is 8. But 5 is also there. So let us write it in the order. 8 is also a factor. 10 is also a factor. 20 and finally 40. So among all these factors, we are going to pick any two factors which on multiplication should give me 40, and the sign, if the sign is positive, we are going to add the factors. If the sign of the product is negative, we are going to subtract the factors, means their difference has to be found. Again I am saying it, the sign with the product is going to decide the kind of factors to be chosen. If the sign is positive, the factors chosen on addition should give you the second term. If the sign is negative, the difference of the factors should be equal to the second term, that is the middle term of the trinomial. So in this situation, we want the factors to be added to give me 13. So if I pick 5 and 8 as the factor, what is 5 and 8 into 8? It is equal to 40. And what is 5 plus 8? It is equal to 13. So this is the concept. We are going to pick up those two factors which on multiplication should give us the product. This product was the product of the first and the last term, remember. And at the same time, on the basis of the sign, either their sum should be equal to the middle term or their difference should be equal to the middle term. So with the factors decided, I am going to rewrite this expression. The expression will be rewritten as a square plus this 13 can be written as 5 plus 8. A remains A plus 40. I have done nothing much in it. 13 has been replaced as the sum of 5 and 8. Why so? Because 5 into 8 is the product. Okay. Now we are going to open the bracket. So the expression becomes a square plus 5a plus 8a plus 40. So this is how it is done. Now, like we have done in the exercise 4b and 4c, we are going to deal with the pairs and we are going to take common. In the first two terms, the common term is a. What is left? A into a is a square, so a is left. Plus sign will be there and 5 will be left. Now we are going to work with this pair. What is common in this? 8 is common. So we are going to take plus 8 common. What is left? 8 plus 5. Now a plus 5 being the common bracket is taken as the common, and what is left? A plus 8. So this becomes our answer. So the same sort of thing has to be done in all the questions of exercise 4D. Let us move ahead with the next question. Let's start with question number 2. The last part of it, that is the second part of the question. It says x square minus 22x plus 40. We are going to apply the same set of steps like I have said. We are going to find the product of the first and the last term. Numeric coefficient is 1. 1 into 40 is 40 and the sign is positive. So the factors of 40 which on addition should give me 22. Why on addition? Because the sign of the product is positive. So let us decide it. We know 20 into 2 is 40 and 20 plus 2 is 22. So our factors selected are 20 and 2. So I am going to rewrite this as x square minus 20 plus 2 x plus 40. Now if you observe this step, I am just replacing the middle term as a sum of the factors or the difference of the factors depending upon the sign of the product. Remember, the factors decided should be giving the product when multiplied, and they should give the middle term either on addition or subtraction. Now we are going to open the bracket. It becomes x square, minus into plus is minus, so minus 20x, minus into plus is minus, 2 into x, 2x, plus 40. Taking common from the pairs now, x is common, so we get x minus 20 minus 2 is common, x minus 20. Why minus? Because minus into minus will give you plus. X minus 20 is the common bracket now, and we are left with x minus 2. This becomes the answer. I hope this is clear. Moving ahead with question number 3. Again, the last part of it, that is the second part. We have been given x square plus 13x minus 48. This time when we multiply the first and the last term, we get 48. But what is the sign? The sign this time is minus. So the product is a negative thing this time. It is minus 48. So we are going to find the factors of 48 which on subtraction should give us the middle term. So let us read the table. If we read the tables, then we are going to pick up the factors accordingly. So it has to be the difference, remember. So if I take the table of 3 into what is 48? 3 into 16 is 48. And what is the difference between them? It is 13. So our factors would be x square plus 16 minus 3x. Again, 16 3s are 48. That's why I have picked up these two factors and their difference is 13. Why difference? Because the product was negative. Writing the last term as it is. Now opening the bracket like we have done in the previous questions, it becomes plus 16x and minus 3x minus 48. Working with pairs, taking common, it is x plus 16 minus 3 x plus 16. X plus 16 becomes a common bracket and we are left with x minus 3. So this becomes our final answer. I hope you have observed that whenever the product is negative, we are going to pick up the factors as a difference for getting the middle term. And when the product is positive, we are going to pick up the factors as sum to get the middle term. Moving ahead with question number 4. The second part of it. It is m square minus 2m minus 63. The product of the first and the last term is 63. Is it positive or negative? It is negative. So it is minus 63. So the factors of 63 which on subtraction should give us 2. Now reading the table of 7. 7 9s are 63. So these are the two factors of 63 which can be taken. So m square minus, writing 2 in the form of the difference of the factors. So 9 minus 7 m minus 63. Remember, the two factors on subtraction should give the middle term because the product was negative, and on multiplication they should give the actual product. Opening the bracket, m square minus 9m, minus into minus is plus, so it is plus 7m minus 63. Taking the common from the pairs, m minus 9 plus 7 m minus 9. Now once you get the first bracket, the second bracket should be exactly the same. Okay, taking the bracket common, m minus 9, we are left with m plus 7. So this becomes our final answer for this particular question. Going ahead with question number 5 now. Doing the last part of it, that is the fourth part in this question. The expression given is 6a square plus 19a plus 10. Doing the same set of steps, multiplying the first term with the last term, only the numeric coefficient remember. 6 into 10 will give you 60. What is the sign of it? It is a positive term. So let us draw a rough column. The product of 6 and 10 is plus 60. Plus means the factors of 60 on addition should give us the middle term. So trying to find the factors directly, yes, you can always factorize it, but if you read the tables and it becomes your practice, you can easily find the factors. Okay, now 6 into 10 is 60, but their sum is not 19. So we have to proceed further. If we talk about 15 into 4 is 60 and 15 plus 4 is 19. So the factor picked up are 15 and 4. Why so? Because on multiplication they will give you 60 and their sum will be equal to 19. So the concept remains the same. So rewriting it, 6a square plus 19 will be replaced by 15 plus 4a plus 10. Opening the bracket now, 6a square plus 15a plus 4a plus 10. Taking common from the pairs, so 6 and 15, the common is 3. At the same time, a is also common. So what are we left with? 3a into 2 is 6 and a is also required. 3 into 5 is 15, a is already there, so we don't have to write a here. Now we get 3a into 2a plus 5. In the next two terms, 2 is common, so we are going to write 2. What is left? It is 2a plus 5. So 2a plus 5 becomes the common bracket. Rewriting it, 2a plus 5, and what are we left with? 3a plus 2. That becomes our final answer. I hope this question is clear. So let us pick up the next question as question number 8. The next question is question number 8. I have skipped question number 6 and 7 because they are exactly the same. Like we have done the previous few questions, in the same manner you are going to do question number 6 and question number 7. Though question number 8 is also same, but still I am doing it so that maximum number of questions can be discussed. Doing the last part of it, that is the second part. It is 12x square minus 19x minus 10. 12 into 10 is 120 and the sign is minus. That means we are going to find the factors of 120, which on subtraction should give us 19. I hope this point is clear. So let us factorize it. 2, 6 are 12, 0. 2, 3 is 6, 0. 30 minus 4 is not 19, so we cannot proceed further. 2 into 15 is 30. 3 into 5 and 5 into 1. Writing all the factors of 120 now in a series. You have 1, 2, 3, 5. 3 into 2 will give you 6, so 6 is also a factor. Then 2 into 2 is 4. 4 is also a factor. I did not write it here, but you can always write it. 8 is also a factor. Then 12 is also a factor. 12 into 2 is 24. So 24 is also a factor. Now 24 is a factor and 5 is also a factor. I am stopping here, though there are more factors in it. But the subtraction of 24 and 5, the difference is 19. So we can stop here, because 24 into 5 is 120 and 24 minus 5 is 90. So I am going to rewrite the expression. 12x square minus 24 minus 5 x minus 10. I hope till now you have understood that either the middle term will be replaced by the sum of the factors or the difference of the factors. Opening the bracket now. 12x square minus 24x, minus into minus is plus, so it is plus 5x minus 10. Working with the pairs, taking common, we can take 12x common. We are left with x minus 2. Taking plus 5 common, we are left with x minus 2. The second bracket will always be similar to the first bracket. So taking the bracket common, x minus 2 is taken. We are left with 12x plus 5, and that becomes our final answer. I hope this point is okay. Moving ahead with question number 9, doing the second part of it. The expression given is 12a square minus 19ab plus 7b square. So now we have a variable in the last term also. You don't have to get confused. We are going to do the same thing that we were doing. We are going to multiply the first and the last term. So 12 into 7 is 84. 84. At the same time, we have a square b square as a product, which we were not taking earlier. But I am not considering it. I am only talking about 84. The sign is positive. So we are going to find the factors of 84, which on addition should give me 19. So let us factorize 84 now. 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, 2 2s are 4, 2 1s are 2, 3 7 times is 21. Now 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12, and 12 plus 7 is 19. Again, the product of the factors will also be the factor of 84. So 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, and this 12 into 7 will give you 84. 12 plus 7 is 90. So we can replace it as 12a square. The middle term, because we require a sum of the factors, will be rewritten as 12 plus 7 ab plus 7b square. Remember, the first term and the last term is rewritten in the same manner. Only the middle term is replaced by either the sum of the factors or the difference of the factors. Opening the bracket now, it will be 12a square minus 12ab, minus into plus is minus 7ab plus 7b square. Working with the pairs and taking common, the common term is 12a. What is left? A minus b. The common term is minus 7b. What is left? A minus b. Why minus b? Because minus into minus is plus. So the common bracket is a minus b, and we are left with 12a minus 7b. That becomes our final answer. I hope this is clear. Moving ahead with the last question of this exercise and doing the second part of it, that is the last part of question number 10. I always prefer to do the last part because the last part is sometimes more difficult as compared to the first part, and that is a general experience if you have ever observed it. So here we have 2 into in bracket m plus 2n whole square plus 5 bracket m plus 2n plus 2. Now this is still a trinomial. This will be taken as a single term because they are in multiplication. This is another term and this is the last term. Plus is the separator. So we have 1, 2, 3 terms. So trinomial has to be factorized. Now the problem is that we have a bracket. To deal with it can be a bit confusing. So what you can do in this type of question, when the bracket square is there and the same bracket is there in the central term, you assume the bracket as some other variable. So I am writing let x is equal to m plus 2n. So my expression will be changed. I am going to replace m plus 2n by x. So the expression becomes 2x square plus 5x plus 2. Now the concept is the same. 2 into 2 is 4. The factors of 4 are 4 and 1 because 4 is positive. So their sum should be equal to 5. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So I am taking the factors of 4 as 4 and 1. 1 and 4 are both the factors of 4. Okay. So writing it 2x square plus 4 plus 1 or 1 plus 4, whatever you write, x plus 2. Opening the bracket, 2x square plus 4x plus 1x, or you simply write x plus 2. Taking the common from the first pair, we have 2x common. So we are left with x plus 2. Taking 1 common from the next pair, you are left with x plus 2. So finally you get x plus 2 into 2x plus 1. But this is not your final answer. In order to get the final answer, you are going to substitute the actual value of x. So I am going to rewrite it as m plus 2n plus 2 and 2 into m plus 2n plus 1. So what I did, I have simply substituted the value of x in here. So the final answer will be m plus 2n plus 2, and this will become 2m plus 4n plus 1, and this is going to be your final answer. In this way you have to do the given exercise. So class, with this particular question we are done with the exercise. Your assignment would be to do all the discussed question in the fair notebook. In case you have any sort of query, you can always post a comment under the post that I am going to make for this exercise. See to it that you do the rest of the questions in some rough notebook. Take care class. Keep your work completed. Thank you so much.